Welcome to another episode of Early Bird Boxing Talk, man. I'm your host, the big RLB, baby. Also known as Urban Like Boxing. Today we're going to discuss uh, some things that have been floating around in boxing. We're going to talk about Sebastian Fundora's glove gate that is going to catch on because a lot of these LDBC dudes are starting this shit again. So it's going to catch on. We're going to also discuss the fight a little bit between Fundora and Erickson Lubin. We're going to talk about Floyd Mayweather as well. Just getting his ass handed to him. These are the first losses of Floyd Mayweather's career, pretty much. He's getting knocked out everywhere, every which way, man. Coming from Tank to Ishe Smith to everybody, man. This was Mickey Bay. Everybody been telling people about this. Let's talk about that real quick about Floyd, man. Pretty much, as everybody already know, Floyd Mayweather, him and Tank has been having some. Tank haven't been happy with Mayweather Promotions. He's been real vocal lately. When it comes to Tank Davis. When it comes to Floyd Mayweather and how unhappy he is with Mayweather Promotions. And a lot of us saw this coming. A lot of us also, we already figured that something was going on because we used to watch the press conferences. It was always awkward. Like you see Tank sit there like a little scared kid or like abused. It was a little weird, man. Floyd is like looking at him like, boy, you better not say the wrong thing, bro. Don't say the wrong thing. And then like, you never seen Tank loose at any of his like press conferences. You never seen him real like come out of his shell. But then in the last Rolly conference, you seen it. And Floyd wasn't there. Guess why Floyd wasn't there? I believe he was somewhere promoting his next fight, right? Which is supposed to be a real fight this time with his former sparring partner. Just magically, all of this is lining up around the same time. Tank is fighting Rolly, man. But then Floyd comes out and says, he loves Tank and he wishes him the best. But it's almost like he's scorned, man. Floyd is like, I always said, I like Floyd as a fighter. I always respected certain things about Floyd. Salute Detroit raised me, on the helicopter pad. Oh yeah, hey, yeah, ain't he fighting somewhere in some weird ass place? Yeah, what the fuck is that? Crazy, bro. And people been saying like, is Floyd having money problems, man? And then, listen, man. People don't understand. Like, when you get millions of dollars, some people can handle it, and some people mismanage it. Sometimes, bro, like, that shit is hard to keep. I'm telling you, when you getting so much money, and you got all these people around you, all these fucking yes people, and all these people begging, and all these people, all these females, you buying all these women, all this garbage, all these fucking trash ass parasite females, buying $18 million watches and all of this stuff. And then you got to still keep up your properties. All of that shit is money, bro. All that shit costs a lot. And I'm not sure what Mayweather got going on outside the ring. Any business ventures that's bringing in money. But shit, man, I don't know about that TMT shit. I ain't seen many people wearing that shit. I like that shit though. I got a TMT shirt. But I don't know, man. I don't really like talking about people's money and shit, but you gotta still question it because he was the same guy that said he not coming back to box no more. He's the same, like, if people, his Floyd fans, like the fanboys, they'll defend all of the shit he been doing. They'll say, well, he just liked the sport. He just loved the sport. He loved challenging himself. How you challenging yourself against like some kickboxer in Japan? How you challenging yourself against your former sparring partner? If you really challenging yourself and you really got an itch for the sport, you mean keyword challenging yourself. So I'm assuming if you mean challenging yourself, coming back to fight real motherfucking real issue, real problems, right? Like he come back to fight a Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence or Ugas or Keith Thurman or Jerome Boots Ennis or somebody like that, right? Right? So think about it, right? Wouldn't those be big money fights? He's all about his money, right? Floyd is all about his money. So where's the big money at in fighting a little sparring partner? Where's the big money at? So that's telling me either I'm missing something, or is he really hard up for money? Because if he was, he would make these big fights. Or is it he just don't want to risk it? It's not the money is not worth the risk. So he'd rather take a smaller bag for less pain. Maybe that's what it is. But nonetheless, he's fighting because he need that money, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, he got to re-up every now. That's what I'm saying, fam. If he had like ongoing businesses outside of the sport, he wouldn't have to do that. It's kind of like that would be like the equivalent, right, of a man with a small business, and he's like going belly up or whatever it is, and he got to go take a McDonald's job just to get a little paycheck, and then or something like that. It's like, well, you know what I mean? It's the same, almost the same thing. Because if, like, I can't imagine, bro, he made like almost $1 billion. I know, but see, people don't understand this shit, bro. A lot of people don't get it. They see like, oh, Floyd made $1 billion, bro. He didn't have $1 billion though. Like that shit, you got taxes. You know what I mean? I would say, man, after when it's all said and done, good $200, $300, $400 million in cash, something like that, 300 something, 400 in cash. Because this greedy ass government always got to take their fucking cut, like they was the one in there taking punches and shit. I hate these motherfuckers. I hate all of them, bro. These motherfuckers. Like, you want to talk about entitlement? Y'all, these motherfuckers think they're entitled to your shit. Like, fuck you. Like you can't stand these motherfuckers. Like with a passion. Like I got so much shit I want to say, I can't even say it right now. You know what I mean? But I just think I hate shit. Like, I think that's wrong. Like, you busting your ass, you the one put in work, and you coming in dipping, taking my shit. Now, what you give me back, though? Like, you don't really do shit. Like, fuck you do for me, bro. Taking my shit that I earned for. It's crazy, bro. It's slavery, man. But no matter if you're a little dude making nothing or a billion or a millionaire making a lot, like, I don't approve of none of that shit. Like, whatever you make, don't. It's my shit, bro. You'll get it back when I spend money, and then you get your sales tax like that. When I buy shit, then you'll get the taxes that way. You ain't just dipping in my shit before I get it. I don't like the fucking idea of that shit, bro. Yeah, that shit was splitting tax. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he still got to work. But see, that's what I mean, bro. When you mean work, if you made the money Floyd made, right, you would figure, why do you gotta still work? Like, your money's supposed to work for you. You're supposed to be business savvy enough where you can sit back and you got business ventures. When I mean work, I mean like to him, boxing would be work for Floyd Mayweather. But getting passive income, that's not passive income. Passive income would be like, he got buildings right here. He got business ventures here. Or, he's pulling an income from this source, that source. Like that. Like kind of like what Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, like what they doing. Jay-Z, that kind of stuff. I don't think Floyd doing that kind of stuff, man. And his lifestyle, you know what I mean? He got, I'm telling you, man, all these people around, bro, begging and always leeching off motherfuckers and all that. And after a while, bro, that shit start drying up. And then, like, he not gonna come out and say it because his ego is too big. He'll never come out. But I know he got issues because people with money issues that try to mask it, They always gotta boast themselves up as they gotta keep talking about money all the time. Shit, man, I done made $2 million, man. I'm fucking rich, and usually them motherfuckers is having issues. Usually them the motherfuckers having issues, dude. The real money makers and all that, they don't really talk about that shit, bro. They don't talk about it. You know, really, they don't talk about it, man. You'll never really know. But shout out to fucking Tank, man, for breaking his chains loose. Hopefully, man, he got better things ahead of him. He's saying he want real smoke now. A lot of people were saying it was Tank ducking the smoke when he was with Mayweather. Now it's come out that it was really Floyd and Leonard Ellaby. Those was the ones that was like keeping Tank kind of like suppressed, keeping the fucking leash around his neck. But we about to find out how good Tank really is, bro. If he's really as good as we say he is. If he can make the big fights, we're gonna find out. I think he the goods though. I like Tank, bro. Tank is a real. He from the eye test, man. He look like a monster, but we got to put him in there with other monsters, and then we'll get to see which monster come out on top. You know. Yeah, Floyd only know boxing and was eating off Tank. Yeah, bro. And he can say what he want about, yo, man, I wish him the best, man. He gonna be tight. Tank was his, and I never understood that, fam. If Tank is as good as everybody say he is, if he's this as good as they say he is, how come you don't want to line him up with bigger fights? Wouldn't that make more money? Like, where's the money at in the Barrios fight? Why wouldn't you like set up a Devin Haney fight or Josh Taylor or Regis Prograde? People that was real champions and shit like that. Like, I don't understand that shit, bro. I don't get it. If he about his money, why you ain't trying to put your biggest money maker in there to make the most money? Is it something we don't know about Tank? Is he don't believe in Tank? Is it something that they ain't telling us? Because I can't understand that. What they're saying is they totally contradict their own words. Like, they say Tank is the best, and you know he's a champion. And all right, so then why you not putting him in there with other champions? Why you not putting him in there with? Why you ain't let him fight Tevin Farmer? Why you ain't let him fight Lomachenko? Why you ain't letting him fight Devin Haney? Why you ain't letting them fight? Shit, there's a lot of dudes, bro. Shit, even at the time, Ryan Garcia. And now we already know what would have happened if they fought. You know what I mean? But Floyd don't believe in him. Held his hand a lot. Yeah. Held his hand a lot, fam. Held his hand a whole lot. And now it's time to take the training wheels off Tank Davis, bro. So now we're gonna see. But yo, boxing is just and a lot of things is just sorting itself out in the sport. But anyway, we're gonna jump into Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora, because that was, to date, that was the most interesting, the most fire, action-packed boxing match so far this year. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be others, but right now, that one is the most action-packed, bro. IOTBA, what up, fam? Yo, y'all go shout out, y'all go subscribe to my boy IOTBA Boxing, the motherfucking general. That's my guy. Y'all go subscribe to the homie, man. And everything, man. These is real channels, bro. Real channels that don't push narratives right here, man. This is the fan right here. We ain't pushing no Glovegate bullshit. And I'm gonna get to that too. But Sebastian Fundora, man. Yo, when you look at him, like initially, like, yo, he's some string bean, weakling, frail, man, big misconception, bro. Man, Erickson Lubin has, man, I never seen somebody face like that, man. I'm trying to think whose face looked worse than Lubin's, man, after a fight. So Erickson Lubin had a broken jaw, broken nose, and a dislocated shoulder, bro. You know what that dislocated shoulder come from? You remember when Fundora was like, yo, Lubin bought his hammers and I bought my drill? What he means is his punching. A lot of times Fundora come down like this. He come down with his punches like a drill, bro. That's what he meant. And that shit probably dislocated his shoulder. And he'd be like, damn, this dude is so damn thin and he don't look like he got a lot of power. Well, you saw what happened with Erickson Lubin. Now, you ask yourself, well, how come other fighters, because a lot of them was moving. They were moving around and they weren't standing there with this fucking dude, man. That's why. And I'm sure if they would have stood there in the pocket long enough, it would have happened to them too. It would have happened to them too. From Jamonte Clark to Nate Gallimore, all of them, they would have stood long enough in the pocket. That's what was going to happen to him. This dude, as long as he is, he got heavyweight lift arms. 80-inch arms. He would have, and he has no problem throwing them shits inside. Them shits look awkward as shit, but man, bro, look. But it did show he's able to get dropped too. He got dropped. He went down on one knee, which is a vet move. He was real about it. He's like, yo, he don't think he could have took any more of them shots from Lubin like that. So he took a knee to regain his composure and jump back up and got it. He got it in. And man, Lubin, I think we could put that chin stuff to rest now. I was always questionable about when people were talking about chins. I always look at it like I give it like I got a different perspective when it comes to chins, because it's funny because you talk, let's say Amir Khan, right? I always said like Amir Khan, he's considered as like a chinny person, right? But then he was taking punches from Maidana and didn't fall, and he was taking punches from before he got dropped by like Terrence Crawford. He got stopped by Crawford, or he stopped himself, whatever it was. And other fighters, you seen Amir Khan take some shots from motherfuckers, and he never dropped. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I guess when people say chinny, they mean initially when you get touched, how you react to the punch, or if you get dropped from a punch immediately, or how you automatically react. I guess that's what they mean by chinny. If it happens all the time in all your fights, maybe that's what it is. But Erickson Lubin, he's been hurt in his last. He got hurt against Terrell Gausha, hurt him. Jason Rosario hurt him and wobbled him, and then he got knocked down in the second round in this fight. So then earlier fights, that's where his chin thing come from. They were saying that shit about his chin from the Charlo fight. I'm like, how could you say he ain't got no chin? Because I don't think that means you don't have a chin. Because I keep telling people, Manny Pacquiao got knocked out, cold, knocked out, smooth the fuck out, and he still came back in other fights and showed a fucking grand chin. So because you get knocked out, does that mean you're chinny? No, doesn't mean you're chinny. So I think we can put that chin stuff to rest with Lubin. The dude did not drop after that, kept coming. People say that was foolish against Fundora. Whatever it is, he still was a warrior, though. He still fought. He fought, bro. He ain't quit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm a tough dude. I'm a gritty motherfucker, man. But seeing his face, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I felt like I wanted to cry a little bit, bro. I ain't want to see him like that, bro. I ain't like that shit, man. I like, come on, bro. Don't lie. I had almost a Bambi moment, my dude. I almost had to wipe something from under my eye, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. Seeing the brother go out like that, man, and he could have died. He could have died there, bro. If he kept going, he could have died. Sebastian Fundora, man, I think he's gonna be an issue. He might be an issue for this division, man. I don't know if he beats Jermell Charlo, but he's tough, bro. He's a tough dude. You taking some shit from Lubin. He got a chin. Both of them got chins, bro. Another thing too that I noticed, We don't know how Lubin is going to, if this took a lot out of him. If he returns back, is he going to be the same? And if he is, if this made him stronger, if Jermell Charlo fights him, it's going to be a war just like that. And it probably is going to be hard pressed for Charlo to hurt Lubin now, man. Because if that nut ain't crack, if it's strengthened up, sometimes you get beat like that. That shit'll toughen you up. Sometimes it'll weaken you, bro. We gotta see. So it could be either two things for Lubin. This could make him even more dangerous, or it could have ruined him. We'll have to see. But let's get into this Sebastian Fundora, this glove thing, bro. Not just the glove thing. There's other things coming out too. I just made a video. Check it out when this live is over. It should be loaded. It's titled "Boxing Channels Are Now Accusing Sebastian Fundora of Taking PEDs." Now they're saying since there was no drug testing, they're saying Sebastian Fundora admitted there was no drug testing. I got to go and see if that's what Sebastian Fundora said, because you know how these dudes be doing. These LDBC dudes, they like to they put their own little spin on stuff, fake titles, and these are the same dudes that said that Crawford and Spence sparred, and Errol Spence knocked out Terence Crawford in sparring. So now they're saying Sebastian Fundora, he was on pads. They're saying he was on pads. They're saying the gloves was probably loaded. Look at how Lubin's face looked. I'm like, are we gonna go down this road again, man? Are we gonna go down this road again? Come on, man. Just let the kid get his win, bro. Let him get his win. Let him get his fucking win. God damn. It ain't been, what? The fight was Saturday. It ain't even been a fucking week yet. And they already own it, bro. Already own it. And boxing, what's his name? Barbershop Conversations. Yeah. He was the one that said that Lubin, pretty much, he said he's a cheat. He's saying anybody that don't take drug testing is a cheat. That's what he's saying. His own words. Everybody that don't take drug testing are cheaters in boxing. That's what he said. Bitch ass niggas, man. Like, come on, bro. Let the man get his win. So what I'm saying is, so what if Spence get beat the hell by Ugas this weekend? Does that mean Ugas gonna have loaded gloves too? What if Spence break Ugas' jaw, fuck his eyes up? Does that mean Spence got loaded gloves too? Did Spence have loaded gloves when he fought when he broke Kell Brook's eye socket? What if people came out and said that about Spence? They would have been pissed, right? If people said, "Oh man, Kell Brook eye got broke because no man, it's something ain't right with that shit. Errol Spence gloves was loaded." You know what they would say? Man, why he can't take the loss, bro? Just take the loss. Errol Spence beat him fair and square. He just happened to break his eye because he that strong. That's what they would have said. Shit crazy, bro. He better stay at 147 or 154. Oh, you mean Ugas or Spence? I know Spence. Oh, you talking about Lubin? You want Lubin to go at 147? Or you saying, I don't know, you mean Spence or Ugas? Because Spence already saying he about done with 147. I think this is one fight in, and then he said I think the next fight it should be Terence Crawford. And but let me tell you something though. One thing I did learn, I was watching the All Access. I got a newfound respect on a certain level for Errol Spence and for Ugas. Like both of them dudes is just humble. They seem humble. Errol Spence, I like the idea that he wanna, I guess the accident fucking did something where he decided, man, you know, I want a simple life. I don't want, it's not all about fucking cars and jewelry and all that shit. And he decided to go live on a ranch. You know what's crazy about that ranch stuff? Like, I don't blame him, because like sometimes you don't want to be living around motherfuckers. You just like, because you know why? Like when you live around a bunch of motherfuckers, bro, you picking up everybody energy and shit. You don't want you want to live in like you don't want nobody next to you like my house and shit. Like I ain't want nobody next to me, bro. Like I want everybody's house far down the road. That's what I wanted. Like your house way the fuck down there, my house right here. I don't want you right up on me. I mean, my whole life I lived like that, man. I lived in projects, apartment buildings, and then townhouses with niggas' walls next to mine. I'm like, I don't want that shit no more. I want to be spread out, bro. Get away from me. So I can respect that, bro. And guys, seeing where he came from, bro, coming over on a boat, a treacherous boat ride from Cuba to fucking Mexico, and he made it, bro. And look where he at. And at a time he was gonna quit boxing, things wasn't looking too good for him in boxing. And the universe blessed this man, bro. Blessed him. He seemed to have a solid wife that was probably riding it out with him, or a fiance that was probably riding it out with him. Man, Uga's wife, dude. I don't want to say nothing, bro. Let me. Anyway, the weather's looking good out here today, ain't it, bro? Yeah, bro. So but back to the Glovegate thing real quick. I felt the way about that Tyson Fury Wilder thing. I felt the way about it. I was looking at it like, all right, bro. Like the first fight, I want to know, like, if Wilder would have beat Fury, let's say it was a slugfest. Let's say they was both banging it out, and let's say Wilder's face got fucked up real bad, but so was Tyson Fury's face, right? And let's say Wilder won. Would them dudes been saying that Fury gloves was loaded then? Or was they upset that he lost the second fight? And I think they were trying to spin something in the third fight too. But see, Mark Breland gone. What they was gonna say this time? They was gonna blame Mark Breland again for the water. That shit was personal for me, bro. That Mark Breland part, that was personal for me, bro. I ain't like that shit. I ain't like that shit at all. Neither did Mark Breland's son. A lot of people back in Brooklyn ain't like that shit, because a lot of people know Mark Breland and they know that's not him, bro. That's not him. That's not him. But it was funny because, I was always like, bro, which one is it, bro? Is it the gloves? Is it the fucking costume? Is it the water? How is it all three? How is it all three at the same fucking time? And now they starting that shit again with this young boy, man. Trying to take his credibility, trying to steal his joy, man. That's fucked up. And now he got to look around and look at it like, oh, man, damn. I fought fair and square, and now look what these motherfuckers are saying about me, bro. Well, here's the thing, man. I'm totally against stuff like that. But if it's proven, like it was like with Margarito, if it was proven, bro, by all means, prosecute these motherfuckers to the fullest extent. But if it ain't proven, you can't just throw that jacket on somebody and you don't know. Did you see him taking drugs? Were you in there when he was getting his raps? No. So, like, these dudes, like, man, bro, that shit pisses me off, dude. That shit pisses me off. Because it's setting a bad precedent in boxing, bro. It's setting a bad precedent, man. Yeah, Big Gerald Field, salute. Hit harder with gloves on than the fist. Bro, I just said that, right? I don't know if you saw the video. People don't understand that shit. Bro, I've laced up gloves 4 measly fucking times in my life, bro. I'm talking about wraps, everything. And I've been popped in the fucking face. I was young. And it hurt. That shit fucking hurt with gloves. It hurt, dude. It's like it's different from getting hit with knuckles. I've been in real fights, nose broke in real life. It hurt to get your nose broke. Cause like when you get your nose broke, you go like, When you do this, you feel like this whole shit right here just you feel the pain. You feel the like your eye. As soon as you go like this with a broken nose, both your eyes start. You feel the pressure in your eyes and shit like that. Shit ain't no joke. You feel the pressure in your eyes. But getting hit with knuckles is definitely not the same because the gloves, you got more mass coming at you in the face. Leather, and then you got the wraps under the gloves. You don't have as much mass. It's like that's why like in UFC, they got them light gloves. You don't really see that much damage to these dudes facing UFC from punches. When you see them real fucked up, it be kicks and shit like that. It don't really be all the time from the gloves all the time. It be kicks. And a lot of times, right, in the UFC, when you see somebody get punched, you notice, right? You rarely see them get wobbled with a punch. They will sometimes, but rarely they will get wobbled by a punch. Rarely. Because it's not a lot of mass right there. When you got now it's just more slamming into your face. And that leather will it's marring up your face, and yeah, it's different. I'm telling you it is. So people don't think. I'm gonna close off this live, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later on. I got some stuff coming up, some other videos I want to put out. But yo, man, y'all stay on these dudes next, man. Especially these fucking LDBC dudes, because they're out here they're gonna try to tear Sebastian Fundora a new asshole with this shit. Yeah, he outclassed the shit out of Sergio Garcia, I think that's his name. Yeah, and that dude was an awkward, weird ass fighter, man. Tony Harrison still looked a little bit like he still didn't look like the same Tony Harrison. He wasn't as aggressive as he was. It's funny because Charlo was more of a threat than this guy was, and Tony Harrison was more of a boxer in this fight than he was against Charlo. It's real. It's weird. In the first Harrison-Charlo, Tony Harrison was doing both. He was mixing it up. He was outboxing and he was brawling a little bit. And then in the third fight, he just was mostly just brawling, standing in the pocket. And then in this fight with Garcia, he wasn't doing that shit, man. He was just like trying to get away, move, counter punch most of the fight, you know. But he did his thing. And I hope to see Tony Harrison get back on his shit, because that's one of my favorite fighters right there, Tony Harrison. I fuck with him. But anyway, yo, this is Rebel Life Boxing, man. I love y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, support the channel, man. Go check out Rebel Life Clothing, man. The link is in the channel description. I'll catch y'all later, man. I love y'all. Peace out.